Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Imperator Rome with me, Alpha Omega and Rome. So we have just ended the war against Tribocia and Lingonia by taking a vast amount of territory from Lingonia and forcing Tribocia to release a nation called Vicatia and one more. I think it was this one, though I do not remember. It might have been Ubea too. Still, we just basically broke them apart. That was a good move on our side, but unfortunately it means that our aggressive expansion actually went to almost 50 again. We're bleeding out 0.43 each month, meaning that it's gonna go down very fast, but still it's nowhere near ideal situation. The good news is that we're gonna soon get a level in technology in all of our 4 areas, and I've actually went ahead and I looked at where we could do something with the aggressive expansion, and there is a lot of them that we can get very soon. I don't think, no, actually there is one here, but that's no, that's extended diplomacy. They need to have this one, the sword on, in the map. So basically right now the best course of action for us is go with permanent ambassadors. And then we can get mandate local governance, so that's minus 0.02, and then this one gives another minus 0.02. Here we have lawful treaties, this is 0.01, and then here we have 0.04. So there is a lot of these coming in the near future, though I believe there were some things that we wanted. No, there really isn't. Alright, so we're just gonna go over the permanent ambassadors next, and then command incentive. Not really, we just want the. Okay, so under oratory we can actually get them within the next 2 levels. We're gonna start releasing them, and we're gonna get a pretty decent lowering. I mean, we're not doing that bad, without it either, but still. Let's look at the territory that we gained actually, because we haven't checked it. Albest Kotia does not have a city here. You guys do have a city though, that's nice. City of Massilia. Didn't we have this one already? Maybe we had this one, it was this one that we didn't have. Yeah, that sounds a little bit more like, so we gained these 2 territories, because this one, yes, this one has actually a significant Roman population already. So we don't have you, and we don't have you, and there are no forts. So we can actually build a fort here and here, and we could build a fort here. Alright, so let's mark these 2 cities for future development, and we can unpause the game. There's another thing that we can do right now, and that's actually connect our territories through the road connection over here, which we're gonna do, and there's gonna be a road forking from Massilia to Sabania, which is the capital right now, and from there it's gonna lead to Divona, the city or the fort city that we have established some time ago over here, and that means we're gonna have a connection through all of these, which is pretty darn good in my opinion. And we could maybe even expand the road a little bit over here afterwards, but I don't want to spend that much on the roads at this point. I'm more interested in expanding the farming settlements. Yeah, there's a lot of them over here. Is there anything? Okay, you can build me farming settlement because you produce. And so can you, because you guys produce grain. You already do have that. So that's good. You want to import base metals, sure. And you produce vegetables, which are also not bad. And Enna can become... Alright, so these three are going to be grain producing buildings. Arcon Invictus offers a friendship. Sure. Let's look at trade goods, actually, if we have more of them here. Grain. You already have that. You already have that too, so that's good. So the bread basket is gonna happen, and you guys can also get grain, and you can get grain. Just for future reference. I mean, right now we are not really suffering from anything terribly needed. Right, we need to raise an army. You could actually use the Contestanian one, I think, or the one from Tarraconensis. Let's raise the one in Contestania. So, you're gonna march across the road to Narva Martius, the famous place, and we're gonna look into that. We can actually go with sulfurous investments now, which means that Tyndaris is gonna get Sicilian sulfur trade, population capacity, slaves needed focus, surplus, and population output is gonna be increased. And we have a city there. It would do us good to actually... Oh, we do have a foundry there. Alright. So more people are gonna move in here. And I think we can actually build a mill here. If we're already working on that, so let's build a mill and move the slaves here. I think that Rome is gonna be fine at this point. Because we have... Yeah, 188, so that's actually pretty good. That's gonna make a lot of sense. So, Tyndaris, you're gonna get the sulfur's investment. A rolling trade in sulfur has begun sweeping the Mediterranean. Who are we to pass up such a lucrative opportunity? All that remains is to acquire the means of production. Alright, organizing the Night Watch. Recently, a group of concerned citizens in Rome approached Tiberius Catius with a petition. After a recent fire almost set the capital ablaze, the people have decided to take matters in their own hands and have started forming nightly patrols, which have been a success so far in reducing crime as well as protecting our homes from the deadly threat of conflagration. Unfortunately for us, they are requesting that the state officially subsidize their efforts. They want us to equip the volunteers now, which will not be cheap, and promise to continually fund their initiative on top of this. No one knows our finances better than you, Tiberius. The choice is yours. I mean, we have a decent income. There's no way that we're paying for this, or it might cost a little bit. A little bit. 3,209 gold, and it actually lowers the tax. No. So let's enact the sulfurous investments. From religious purification to exotic dyes, the otherwise foul-smelling substance sulfur can be used in manners various. The trade in this substance grows ever more valuable, however, as philosophers and scientists look to enhance the production of valuable metals by using it in wondrous processes. It would be wise to cash in on this growing phenomenon. Well, actually pretty good capacity increased here. And the city might grow nicely. So what are you guys offering me? Cedar, sure. Cedar, sure. Iron, sure. You're doing fairly good on food. Cloth. What does cloth do? I don't have marble. Marble would be good, but... I mean, happiness is already at max, so it's not such an issue. Glass. It's country civilization. Base metals. Did we want base metals? I think we did. I think we don't have them. Vegetables. Do we not have vegetables? Oh, we got fruits and dates. Elephants, we don't have those. Stupid horses, silk. Let's actually get silk. I know it's not a very logical one, but if we could start importing more silk, the +3 output from nobles would go a long way for us. Right guys, so you're in place. You can start building the road. And you can go like this. Expand on it. I think we also have, yes, expanding the Campus Martius. That's also a good one. Let's enact that. The Campus Martius plays an essential role in training our troops and inspire them to greatness. By expanding the training site, we will have a greater capacity for recruiting and preparing new soldiers for warfare. In addition, we will build new temples that will make the campus a place worth remembering. As they train, our men will be able to look onto these places for valor and strength. Nice with iron, sure. Iron, sure. So you guys are moving, that's great. You want iron. Alright, Volcatia has a low... Okay, you are doing better, that's good. You are also doing better, that's good. And Volcatia is doing so much better that it could soon potentially build something. Civic advances, nice. Population capacity increased by 1% and food produced increased by 1%. So that's civic advances. We could get import tax. Or liturgies, national tax plus 10% and Rome gets 4 building slots. That is actually an amazing thing. The Greeks created a system whereby wealthy individuals were required to sponsor one of a number of different public works, ranging from dramatic tragedies to regiment formations. We are sure to find this system helpful. So we get 4 extra building slots in Rome, national tax plus 10%. So what are we gonna build in Rome? That is a good question. What are we to build in Rome? I don't think a mill would be... Well, I would say that might not be a good one, but actually... Every 18 slave pups produce additional cloth. So that actually does not help us much, because we don't really need that much cloth. We can build more academies, unfortunately. A tax office. We're actually getting a lot of tax from here. What would that do? Local tax plus 10%. Oh, it's hardly worth it. Tax income would increase. Yeah, that's hardly worth it. Library though, because you're producing an insane amount of research points. So libraries. So what if we built 2 aqueducts and 2 libraries? How would that look? Could also build ports to get more trade routes, because more, or a granary. I do want to build the aqueducts though. So 2 aqueducts and 2 granaries might be actually the best choice here. And then as the capacity will increase, we are going to get the possibility to build more libraries and aqueducts. Alright, let's do just that. Let's build 2 more aqueducts and 2 more granaries, because even, just the rising population itself is going to boost research. So it's not like we are going to do something wrong here. We just need a little bit more money for that. Aggressive expansion now to 44.5. We're gonna go one more time after Carthage soon. Kinda sucks that we have to do that, but we just have to, because integrating Africa is a necessity for us. and for that one we need Phoenician cities. So we'll have to take this, this, and this. And while we're at it, we might actually take even these, maybe? I'm not sure, we'll have to see. But it is absolutely necessary for us to actually take down the aggressive expansion to a minimum, because at this point this is just not gonna be viable. So what I think, we're gonna start with the 2 granaries, an aqueduct and one more aqueduct afterwards. Attempting to make friends with Spurius Claudius Codex failed. Alright. So this is gonna give us 2% more in food, right? And increase the capacity by 600, which is good. Yeah, it's more food for us. It's actually really good. Rome is... the amount of food that we import and everything, it's actually gonna benefit from that. Though I won't lie, getting more trade in the province would benefit us too. Yep, that would benefit. Oh, but you need more aqueducts. So do you... Israel sucks, but just have to do it. There's always the option of well, there might be, there might not be. And we got oratory advances. Alright, so this one is going to be a little bit hollow because we're going to get the permanent ambassadors, but on the other hand, the improved opinion is still very powerful. By permanently employing those with silken tongues to speak on our behalf, we can soothe our neighbors far better than before. So opinion improvement works 10% better. Glass. And we get martial advances. That one is going to be interesting. What can we get here? I would like to start looking into the Marian reforms. Where are the laws on the government? Right, yes. Where are the Marian reforms? Oh, here it is. It requires cohorts. It requires cohorts which are here. So veteran reassignment. Veteran assignment. Central Reserve Army gives us supply limit. Army attrition. And supply limit. I have a feeling, because the cohorts are really important, but we don't need them that soon. We could just go with Central Reserve Army Sergeants and then veterans and cohorts. This would give us 25% more supply limit, which is a little bit more important. So let's go with that. Maintaining a centralized share of vital military equipment will ensure that we will always have the ability to keep our fighting forces supplied. And then, and what was attrition as well? That is actually absolutely amazing. So did you guys finish the road? You did. Alright, so go to Nemausus. And from there you're gonna go to Sabania. And from Sabania to Divona. What are we doing on you? No. We're just bleeding out because of the aggressive expansion. Alright, fair enough. Stone, sure. Rome is importing. Yeah, you also need this. We were thinking about expanding some of these. Yeah, Kures would be very good. Let's actually expand Kures. And start to... Yeah, we make it a city. Yeah, if we make it a city, we will be able to build more marketplaces and ports there. So that's what we need to do. The expansion in Latinum continues. Alright, we're building. Sabania will need to be upgraded, and religious advances. Alright, so what can we get here? We wanted the Libertine that helps the slaves, which is actually a pretty good one. Anything else that we were... Oh, prescribed cannon. Everybody in the same religion gets extra happiness and omen power 10%. That is actually better than the Libertine. And this state burial would also be great. And also you would be great, man. There's so many things that would be great. Let's go with prescribed cannon though. The omen power is really good. And the happiness bonus is also very good. While tolerance is key to integration, certain religious practices observed by foreign religions are simply too alien for our people to conceive. Banning barbaric rites such as these is vital to safeguard our people's spiritual welfare. Alright. And we have actually lost someone. Fabii family is mad. You're 17 years old and you're this corrupt. How did you manage to do that? Okay, you're 19 years old and you're actually sort of okay. So let's put you down. Primus Fabius, good guess. So let me check you though, because that is actually amazing. Crafty. Oh, okay. I kind of like that crafty gives you that much corruption. That's a little bit crazy, don't you think? Okay, Utica actually has a fort now. And it can expand a little bit further. Punic and Canaanite. We want something. Academy might not be bad, or a foundry actually, because you guys can base metals. So that would make sense. So let's build a foundry here. Kinda like the idea. Alright, you're not gonna be able to construct the road. Maybe you will, when you arrive there. Yeah, you will, alright. We have enough money for you now. So Utica, we finished your fort. Divona has also been finished. Visum Mantis also been finished. And Jabha also has a fort. Amazing job, guys. Now there was... Okay, you need to be upgraded, but it's not exactly what I was after. What was that province that was really disloyal? There was a city there that I wanted to upgrade. So let's see provinces, loyalty, Locatia, that's the one. And yes, you had a spot here. And you're producing glass. That's a valuable one. Alright, foundry it is. We should already finish the road, that's pretty good. So the road has been expanded. We have a city up here in the north. We actually do. It's a fortress city though. Let's get you over here. And then you're gonna expand the road up north. Just you know, so that we have access to that territory. A really interesting province. And you could get that if we just moved the slaves from nearby regions. Which we can, because why not? Brevas and Habitats. Brevas, 2 of them, and 1 from Vitatium. Alright, so we can now build a fort. But I'm gonna destroy the tax office and the marketplace, and also build a great temple and a grand theater. Because you are going to be a border city, and as such, you will benefit greatly from having these buildings and actually convert. Jesus Christ, that's a cosmopolitan city. Look at that. That is interesting. Not a single one of them is Roman, though. Which only proves my point when you think about it. Wait, Ariminum. Ariminum is completely out of food. Now that is really crazy. So cancel. Cancel. None of this is going to be very beneficial for you if you're starving. Simnonia and Parissia. Alright, so that ought to help a little bit. But Jesus Christ. And what was the other guys? Oh yeah, it's you. Alright, we know about you. Alright, and this one. So we now have 3 buildings scheduled. Pretty good. And also we just need to build the road, which is gonna happen very soon. Alright, we've shaved off almost 14, at this point already 14 aggressive expansion. So that makes me happy. We've developed. Carthage, how are you doing? Yes, we can go after you. I'm gonna wait until we drop to something like 20. Because just these 3 provinces are gonna be a massive drag, and I would really like to get even more. Precious metals, sure. Alright, Notabundum has been finished as a city. So that means you get Great Temple and Grand Theater, and you have a ton of slaves, so why not build you a foundry and a mill? Producing base metals anyway, so that's gonna be fun. And on that note, I think we're gonna end the episode. I'm just gonna shuttle these. A war is happening around the world. And we're just chilling. The Great Temple. And then the foundry, and then the rest. Alright, the road is being expanded. Nicely done. Nicely done. I'm really happy. We started fairly late with the road building, but the project is going very well. Kinda is rated. You don't say. As in I can cover the cost. That's gonna make him super mad. But not mad enough for him to be disloyal. So I'll take the hit. In the hopes that he's not gonna be that much of a butthurt man. Now the foundry and the mill, and we are done. We want marble, sure. And our economy is just booming. This is crazy. Commerce, yes, commerce is good. I mean, we're really swimming in taxes. That is proper amazing. Alright, and the mill last, and then we're done for this episode. A peaceful one. Just focused on development, but that's how I like it. can actually start thinking about building the last temple. Just need to find a city that can get into it. You could, Hadria. You could. I'm not sure if you're the good choice. I would like something that's really big. But most of these are actually... What about Syracuse? Let's get that. Syracuse actually have a temple. But you have a ton of population, so yeah, let's build it here. City of Katana. So we're gonna do that in the next episode. In the meantime, I'm just gonna shuttle that mill, and we're done. And let's pause the game. Shame of a governor. Oh yeah, this is the same thing. So you pay to the territory, and we're done. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next episode.